The Lions leading the Kansas City Chiefs 17-7. Kansas City will get the ball first here in the third quarter. Eddie Murray has it teed up. James Murphy, number 80, deep at the goal line. There, the veteran quarterback Danielson, his replacement Eric Heppel, and Heppel perhaps the difference in the first half. His counterpart Bill Kenny, number 9. Of course, also on that sidelines, number 4, Steve Fuller. Leading 17-7, underway in the second half. And it is out of bounds. And for the second time, Murray, trying to kick to the sidelines, is guilty of the illegal procedure. Halftime statistics. You'll see the advantage for the Lions in the passing department. Total yards 114 for the Lions passing, only 18 for Kansas City.
One of the differences, Dick, both quarterbacks throwing at a 50% pace, but 2 of those passes from Kinney were intercepted by the Lions. Both led to field position. And certainly time of possession pretty close. Everything else relatively stable in there.
Now re-kick from the 30-yard line. There's Steve Fuller. He started last year until late in the year, and some feel that he may indeed see some duty today.
And it looks like they're warming him up on the sideline. We asked Marv Levy, would you hesitate to swap quarterbacks? He said, both of my quarterbacks no. And I believe maybe he's going in, Dick. He said, I have told them that if I feel that one is not doing as well as he should, I won't hesitate to make a change. And he's communicated to them that. I would be surprised if we don't see it here.
Kansas City tied with Denver for first. The Lions only 1 game behind Minnesota for first place. Murphy at the 10, the 20, the 30, and all the way to the 39-yard line. Alvin Hall made the tackle for the Lions. And coming onto the field is number 4, Steve Fuller, will quarterback opening this second half. He was the number 1 pick of the Chiefs in 1979 out of Clemson. So for Fuller, who's thrown the ball only 30 times all year. But remember, it was Fuller who rallied Kansas City from behind against the Oakland Raiders at mid-year when Kansas City fell behind. Delaney and Hadnot, the running backs behind him. Out throwing to Delaney. It's a block. And he's to the 41-yard line before Ken Fantetti of Wyoming, the middle backer, can make the tackle. Gain of 3. Here's the rest of the Kansas City offense. Stan Rome, also from Clemson, a teammate of Fuller in college. J.T. Smith, leading receiver on the outside. Al Dixon, former Giant, tight end. Birkenhoff, Buddy, son of former All-Pro Ed Buddy. Jack Rudney, Condon, and Getty on the right side of the Kansas City line. 17-7. The Lions lead. Delaney to the 43-yard line, and well done by the Detroit Lions. As number 53, Gary Cobb, who played his football at Southern California, made the tackle. The Lions defense, Purifoy from Eastern Michigan, Gay from USC, English from Texas, and Baker of Colorado State. The linebackers, Cobb of SC, Fantetti of Wyoming, White of Ohio State. Wayne Smith played his ball at Purdue, and James Hunter of Grambling, with Allen, UCLA, and Oldham, played his football at Middle Tennessee State. And he's to the 46-yard line, knocked down by James Hunter, a first down. Now Fuller gives to this Kansas City offense what Heppel allows the Lions. He can run.
Well, he typifies the scrambling quarterback, Kenny the drop-back quarterback. And you see the difference that can make. You saw Kenny being sacked on a similar play early. Fuller does exactly what Heppel has done early in this game. He makes that first down himself, gets upfield and gets it. They're down inside of Detroit territory, and those two guys are good friends on and off the field. They're not resentful of their situation, which is very important for that Kansas City team.
Delaney to the 45-yard line. Cobb got there first. We should go back to Fuller's running talent as an example of his ability to run with a football. Last year, Fuller was the number 2 Kansas City rusher for 274 yards and 4 touchdowns. And you saw him, going back to our communications alignment in the first half, look to the sidelines, get the signal for the play, then go in the huddle, give his teammates the play. Now he'll call it at the line of scrimmage. Second and 9. Complete to Smith at the 24-yard line. First down, Kansas City, as Fuller has his first completion.
Dick, just an ad on Fuller. There you see the signals coming down from Kate Alton upstairs. Signaling being given on the side of, or on the line of scrimmage by Bobby Ross, the coach standing next to Levy, signaling out to the quarterback. Levy indicated that Fuller, although he does not have as strong an arm as Kenny, had been throwing better in practice than he's ever seen him throw.
He had that one right on the money. Problems, I guess, again with communications. The Lions are pointing across the way and saying, hey, we don't have our line into the press box. They shouldn't have theirs.
The guys, they may pull the plug on him again. We'll have to see how fast Snelker can get out of the box and down onto the field. That's exactly what's happened. That's interesting that and now they're seeing to see if somebody's kicked the plug. I don't know what's going on.
Gray-haired gentleman in the foreground is Don Dahl. He has written his history on this day for the Lions, one of the outstanding defensive backs for Detroit. Now their coach.
Fred Hoagland, the offensive line coach, takes his headset off and gives it to Maxie Vaughn, who needs to call the defenses. Maybe just when the headsets went crazy.
Delaney. And the trap did not fool the Lions. Dave Purifoy and Doug English stacked it up. No gain.
Good defensive reaction by that front wall and the linebacker, Teddy.
Atlanta, the top rushing defense, as you saw, the Falcons in the NFL, but these two teams second and third.
Detroit last year led the NFL against the rush as well.
Steve Fuller can't get away. Next to the touchdown pass, maybe the play that calls upon more crowd reaction than any other in this game, the sack. And I know you heard those sounds and loved them when you were a Los Angeles Ram.
Well, you know that's the completion of your job as a pass rusher. The Lions have done it with the blitz today. The second in a row for second sack for Stan White. White waving a couple of players off the field. He's calling his own defense here. Maxie Vaughn obviously wanted something else to the sideline.
The blitz. And almost a touchdown. It is stopped at the 15-yard line. That'll be just short of a first down. And James Hunter, number 28, saved a touchdown.
When you get the blitz like that, if a quarterback can read it and the receiver can read it, it's an automatic play. The quick in, impossible to defend against, but a tough play to throw and a tough read against a team that will hide that blitz. Detroit did not hide it there. Kansas City able to take advantage of it. Almost got the first down. Now let's see what they can do on the kick.
Gives a Hector Gray. Gray, a fifth defensive back, made the play. Lowry from 33 yards. And it's good. Nick Lowry kicks a 33-yard field goal, and the Chiefs move to within a touchdown. 8:49 remaining in the third quarter. Lions 17, Chiefs 10.
When it comes to space games, nobody compares to Atari.
Excuse me. Have you compared them to Intellivision?
In television?
Sure, they've got great space games, like in Television Space Battle.
I didn't know.
And now there's Space Armada and the Incredible Astro Smash.
I didn't know.
Here, compare for yourself. In Television Space Games from Mattel Electronics. Once you compare, you'll know.
Bell System Knowledge brings you a way to manage information more productively. Dimension PBX, a programmable electronic communication system for making critical connections more rapidly. Increasing profits. Controlling costs. Saving energy. Creating new information management possibilities for an endless variety of businesses. Dimension PBX from Bell.
Skating superstars Ty Babylonia and Randy Gardner, Robin Cousins, Peggy Fleming, and Dorothy Hamill compete in an encore performance of the World Pro Figure Skating Championship. Then light up with excitement in NHRA drag racing next Saturday on NBC Sports World.
Ivy Leaguer Nick Lowry from Dartmouth, leader in the NFL in scoring, has just tacked on 3 points, and it's 17-10 Detroit. Lowry to kick it off. Robbie Martin at the 20 and out to the 28-yard line. This telecast, presented by authority of the National Football League, is intended for the private use of our audience. Any rebroadcast or other use of this telecast without the express written consent of the Detroit Lions and the National Football League is prohibited. See the offense of the Lions. Scott, who had the 40-yard touchdown. 5 offensive linemen who have done a good job of protecting Hipple.
Monty Clark talks very proudly about that offensive line. Again, they had terrible health problems last year, stayed healthy this year. Big advantage for this Detroit team.
Billy Sims, nothing there as Mike Bell made the stop for Kansas City.
Talked about how physical Mike Bell is. Boy, he just manhandled some people on that last play. Watch number 99, right in the center of your picture. They're trying to trap him because he's so aggressive. He not only read the trap, he dumped the trapper and made the tackle. An excellent play. He is a man that they would like to take advantage of because he's upfield so quickly. Although on that particular play, he was the one that won the battle.
Sims with 1 yard and now has 40 yards for the day. He's got running room. Out of bounds. And a first down at the 40-yard line. Hipple has run twice and averaged 12 yards a scramble.
Again, the kind of extra dimension that a mobile quarterback can give you. Hipple directing traffic finally just decides he's got a chance to get some yardage and does it very easily. Dick, just looking at that first drive by Kansas City, Fuller did his job, came out of the bullpen, got some momentum, but the baton has been passed to the Kansas City defense. Let's see what they can do here.
Sims about 8 yards before Barbaro and Blanton. Jerry Blanton of Kentucky. Barbaro of Nicholls State. Lloyd Burris, a rookie from Maryland, also in on the play. It'll be 2nd and 2. Defense of the Chiefs, still Parrish and Bell. It's a very young defensive unit. Howard and Blanton, Spaney and Peterson, the linebackers. Green, Burris, Barbaro's a veteran, and Harris. Barbaro's only in his 6th year, and he's the old man back there.
Well, this is the 2nd youngest team, the Kansas City Chiefs, in the NFL overall. 25 years old on the average.
Miami being the youngest. Sims searching for the hole and picking up 5 yards and a first down. Parrish and Peterson, the tacklers.
Dick, I used to hate those 2nd and short situations because it's a down that they can waste offensively if they wish to. A conservative call here, but the defense must respect the ability to go deep on that play and throw it away. Sims doing a good job of getting up inside. That's got to be an offensive lineman.
How did, no, defense.
Oh, well,
William Gay.
I see. Okay.
Dexter Bussey, the intended target. And that appeared to be an ad-lib play by Hipple. He wanted to go somewhere else and dumped it off to Bussey.
Strong safety, Lloyd Burris, number 34, who's just a very large defensive back with excellent quickness. He was the man that was coming hard. Hipple did not have much time. I think just spotted somebody that was open and tried to get it there. Burris, by the way, they're very high on. A rookie who has great talent physically, and they're very happy with what he brings to that secondary.
Through the hands of Horace King and almost intercepted downfield.
You heard the quarterback, Eric Hipple, calling 370, 370. Now that's a way of calling audibles on the line of scrimmage or different plays if they want to. The 3 represents the snap count. If the snap count is on 3, the audible becomes a live audible. So the 70 would mean something. The snap on that particular play was on 2, so it didn't mean anything. We'll try and listen again on this next play and see if he makes a different call.
3rd and 10. A first down at the 36-yard line. A perfect call for the Lions. They caught the Chiefs in a blitz and a little shuffle pass for a first down.
Again, the dummy audible call. 398. 398 didn't mean a thing. But the Lions sure had it called perfectly. The defensive line outside. Sims just ducks up inside and is past the secondary past the lineman and into the secondary before anyone can get a beat on him. But he is limping as he comes off the field, and that toe is bothering Billy Sims again. That is bad news for the Detroit Lions.
11 yards on the forward pass, however short. Rick Kane replacing Sims to the 34-yard line, a gain of just 2. Don Parrish of Pittsburgh and Gary Spaney of Kansas State made the tackle. Spaney is quite a popular player, Kansas City area. Understandably, he went to Kansas State. 3rd-round draft pick in '78. In his final 3 years at Kansas State, the Wildcats did not win a Big 8 conference game. That'll build you some character. He was their leading tackler and has been the leading tackler for Marv Levy with the Chiefs.
And he calls the defensive signal.
Dexter Bussey. Boy, he has some great blocking on that left side. Baldishweiler, Elias, and Fowler just pushing the Chiefs back. And a good gain, although short of a first down. Bell, Blanton, and company. Spaney finally made the stop.
We talked about Kansas City's offensive line getting the advantage of surge early in the ball game. Detroit certainly doing it right here on this drive. We talked about the baton being passed to the defense of the Chiefs. Right now, on the line of scrimmage, the Detroit offensive line taking advantage of the Chiefs defensive line.
Vince Thompson, a big back, 230 pounds, and Sims are back in the lineup on 3rd and 2. Sims didn't get it. Good play by Kansas City, and they stop him cold. No gain. Spaney right there again for the Chiefs. And here comes Murray in to try a field goal.
We've talked about his range. This will test him.
He missed at the end of the first half from 41 yards. He connected earlier from 34 yards. And now Murray will try one about 47 yards. Maybe shorter. They're going to mark it 46 yards away. That would have been good from 56 yards.
I think even further than that, that was almost to the top of the goalpost. Just barely starting to come down.
Eddie Murray, native of England, grew up in Canada, cricket player, a soccer player, and he can use his feet.
What tremendous power. And you've got to reflect on the difference kicking inside as opposed to kicking in the old stadium here in Detroit. That was traditionally, I think, the worst turf in the field this time of year, Dick.
12 minutes have been played in the third quarter. Each team has had the ball once, and they've traded field goals. It's 20-10.
If your morning shave has turned into a nightmare, gotcha. Wake up to the exclusive twin-action Norelco Rotatract razor. Inside, 3 floating heads. Twin-action grips and raises hair up, then razors hair off, closer than ever. For twin blade closeness without a nick or cut, the twin-action Norelco Rotatract razor, quarter rechargeable. Because for close shaves,
there's no action like twin action.
Here's your Strohs, Bob. Thanks, Pete. Happy holidays. Thanks. In fact, a holiday Strohs for everyone. It's on me. Bob's buying? Bob? Bob's buying the Strohs. Bob? Bob's buying, Bob? Bob's buying the Strohs. Season's greetings, beer lovers. From one beer lover to another Strohs.
One of the many faces here at the Silver Dome. 76,735 in attendance. 80,638 tickets sold. More people watched the Lions than any team at home last year, and apparently that's going to be the case again this season. Great fans here in the Motor City area. Good kick. Murphy to the 10, the 20. Oh, my. Was he hit at the 23? Leonard Thompson, number 38, made the hit with Alvin Hall right there, too.
That was Vince Thompson.
Excuse me, Vince Thompson.
Yeah, we got it right. But watch the shot. Murphy coming right up the middle. A good kickoff return man has to accelerate. That also means that he must accelerate right into the defenders at times. Ed Beckman, number 85, captain of the special teams for the Kansas City Chiefs, trying to block the man that eventually came head-to-head with James Murphy.
Little flanker screen to Smith. And Wayne Smith, not related, number 44, tripped him up. He gets out across the 25. Wayne from Purdue, he's a photography nut. Likes to take that camera with him on the road.
That's a real test, Dick, for those cornerbacks. They're dropping off, expecting that receiver to come downfield. They have to come up quickly. They have to make certain that they don't allow that man to get outside, and they try and hold him up long enough to get the pressure from the inside to come out.
Second down, 7. Complete. Tight end Al Dixon to the 44-yard line. Dixon from Iowa State with his first catch of the day and a Kansas City first down. Stan White and James Hunter made the tackle.
Steve Fuller showing us again why Marv Levy is not afraid at all to bring him off the bench. He came off smoking hot, 5 for 5 here in the second half. Pretty hard to fault that kind of decision from a coach.
Plus the fact he scrambled for one long first down.
Although I've got to tell you that having 2 quarterbacks in and out makes it tough on a team.
That's Rome in motion. And Delaney hit in the backfield. Purifoy. Dave Purifoy from nearby Eastern Michigan.
He certainly made his presence felt here. He goes inside of Charlie Getty. Getty didn't feel that he would have a chance to get Delaney, but Purifoy just showing his quickness. A little stagger step, a little misdirection there, but that just got him there slow enough to let Purifoy come through and put him on the ground for a nice loss.
Purifoy finding a home here with the Lions. Had 7 sacks last year, 10.5 to lead the team this year. And as penalty goes down, J.T. Smith of the Chiefs thought that Fuller was going to run, and he was blocking a Lion defender downfield. That will be against Kansas City.
Just by way of information for the fans watching at home, the defensive backs and linebackers have the same protection as a receiver once the ball has been thrown. Once it's in the air, the offensive receivers cannot bump or otherwise push the defensive backs. That's what was called here. Even though Smith did not know that there was a pass being thrown, he'll still be ticketed with the foul.
And it wasn't a matter of him trying to deny an interception. He didn't even know that Fuller was going to throw the ball.
Well, in fact, it was the kind of play you'd hope your receivers will make.
Now, Smith can't fault himself for that effort, but it is 10 yards against Kansas City.
Pass interference, number 86, offense, third down.
Just to clarify that, Dick, the difference in offensive interference and defensive interference, once the receivers are 5 yards beyond the line, you can't touch them. But defensively, once the ball is thrown, you give the same protection. And here you see it right there. The, Smith just bouncing away. The ball goes right over the top. A good call by the official.
Second down, 23. Ball is dead. That's not a fumble. The ball has been whistled dead. William Gay, 79, who was a tight end in college and drafted as a tight end, has made a very difficult conversion to a defensive lineman, and he's been outstanding.
Well, and this Detroit defense has been smoking here in the second half. They're coming off their finest defensive performance ever, I would think. You saw the ball. Watch the ball bounce out. Now, it bounces out as Fuller hits the ground. There is no fumble. Good call by the official. If the ball comes loose as a result of contact with the turf, no fumble.
And with 13 seconds left, the Lions, if I understand, have they taken a timeout with 13 seconds?
I believe Kansas City took the timeout, Dick. Looks like Fuller wanted to go to the sideline and talk.
So just seconds left in the third quarter. The Lions lead by 10.
Yes, sir. I'd like to have this 35mm film developed.
Well, you're in the right place.
Well, just a minute. Do you use Kodak paper?
Sure. Look on the back of this photo. See, this paper manufactured by Kodak. We use Kodak paper because we believe in quality.
Yes, but how can I be sure to get it every time?
Well, just ask for it here. Where you see the sign, the one with old, what's-his-name on it.
Old what's-his-name?
I was just kidding, Big Joe.
Now get $300 to $1,000 back direct from Chrysler on most new 81 and 82 cars and trucks at participating Dodge and Chrysler Plymouth dealers. Make your best deal. Then get $300 back, $400 back, $500 back, $600 back, $700 back, $1,000 back, depending on model. Use the cash for your down payment. Now get a new car or truck and get up to $1,000 back direct from Chrysler. The outcomes have been incredible. Next Sunday, don't miss a dynamite doubleheader as the road to the playoffs continues on NBC Sports.
Third down, 24.
Marv Levy huddling just moments ago with Steve Fuller. I've got to wonder if they were able to come up with a play that's good for third and almost 25 yards. If they did, I'd like to put it in my bag of tricks and carry it with me.
So that's the part of the communication that may take a higher level than the press box. They need a little more help.
It certainly is not impossible, and we've seen what a hot hand Fuller has. This would be a real test for him.
Lions have 4 down linemen. Stan White is the only linebacker and 6 defensive backs. Almost intercepted by Wayne Smith. Number 44, intended for J.T. Smith. And Wayne thought he had 6.
Dick, along with the liberalized pass rules, I think we're seeing a real change in defensive philosophy around the league. More and more specialized defense, more and more 5 and 6 and 5 and 6 defensive backs, all aimed at trying to stop the passing game. And I think long run, they're going to take a lot of that advantage away from the offense.
Jeff Gossett, the punt. Robbie Martin, the only man back. Short kick. Martin at the 27. And out of bounds at the 40-yard line goes Martin. So the Lions with excellent field position at the end of the third quarter here at the Pontiac Silverdome, 76,000 plus. It is 20-10 going to the fourth period.
Tonight, Lorna Patterson and General Hospital's Tony Carey join Donnie and Marie and the Osmond clan on the Osmond Family Holiday Special. Then Arnold's caught stealing and needs all the justice he can get.
Right on, brother.
Different strokes. And when Nell and the Chief go on a diet, it's high-calorie comedy on Give Me a Break. After the Osmond's Holiday Special and Different Strokes tonight.
The Winning Moments is brought to you by Miller Lite Beer.
Super Bowl X, 1976. Terry Bradshaw uncorks a long one. The remarkable catch is by Lynn Swan. They team up again for this 64-yard scoring play. Pittsburgh 21, Dallas 17. For the Steelers, a winning moment.
I've had to write some tough things about some tough guys. But there's one guy I can't write anything bad about. His unique brand of baseball has made him a living legend. So have his commercials. They got me to try his favorite beer, light beer from Miller. Light's less filling, and it really tastes great. So I bought this light for that renowned, yet humble man, Art Fuller.
Cheer up, Billy. One day you'll be famous, just like me.
Light beer from Miller. Everything you always wanted in a beer, and less.
Friend. Thank you. Amos Fowler, number 65, the center.
I think it's only appropriate that a Turkey Day message should come from Fowler. Got great programming.
Rudney's Rowdies. They love Jack Rudney in Kansas City.
That's Robbie Martin, 83 there. Rudney, of course, the center for the Chiefs. And we hope you have time. He gave us a longer Thanksgiving Day message, but he's such a quality man, and his message is so true to the spirit of this day. We'll try to find time for that. Billy Sims tripped up in the backfield as Cal Peterson had infiltrated, and a 230-pound linebacker from UCLA makes a fine play. Three-quarter statistics, Merlin.
That's certainly reflective of the edge to the Lions here in rushing, 112 yards, and they picked up some nice yardage, although Kansas City's come back on the passing of Fuller to even things out a little bit there. But still a pretty considerable edge to the Lions.
The Lions lead 20-10. Green to Nichols. But again, the Chiefs defense read it very well, and it was Cal Peterson with plenty of help to make the tackle. Credit Dave Lindstrom, 71, and Dino Mangiero with help to Peterson.
Dick, as we enter this fourth quarter, might be interesting to reflect on the kind of history that Detroit has had during this season. If this game is going to fall into line with that, things will tighten up considerably.
Of their games this year, 12 games, half of them, 6, have been decided in the final seconds. They've won 2, and they've lost 4 in the final minute of play. Hipple in trouble. Bell came through cleanly. Mike Bell beat his man, and that's the second Kansas City sack of the day. Hipple had no chance as Bell logs his 3rd sack of the year.
It appeared that Detroit, with pretty good field position, is going to have a chance to get downfield. But the Kansas City defense comes up strong on their back legs. Mike Bell puts the finishing touches on a sack, and they forced Detroit back well into their own territory. Let's see if they can get a return here on the punt by Spudani.
J.T. Smith is back at the 35, and that's returnable from the 28. 35, 40, and to the 46-yard line. Exciting. John Thomas Smith tackled by Vince Thompson. 44-yard punt and a 16-yard return. 13 minutes, 33 seconds left. Lions 20, Kansas City 10.
Two motorcycles racing neck and neck. Look at that. Can they make it? Can you make it? Yes, with Dirt Bike Racing from Tyco. A whole new kind of racing set that challenges you to burn up the track, even fly over it. Dirt Bike Racing. There's bumps and jumps that slingshot you like a real biker. Now, really test your skill. Stretch for the jump. Ride the seesaw. Go for the bumps. Ride the whole course without a spill. You did it. Dirt Bike Racing from Tyco, of course.
Hey, Gale, how's the drift? Great, very good. Nice. Oh, no, not again. Wait, my stroke. Hey, look at that guy. Wait. Wow, he caught that jet. Hey, that's Gale Third. Boy, Mr. Sears, you were really flying. Had to. Nobody's taking off with my Stros.
From one beer lover to another Stros.
Dick Enberg with Merlin Olsen, Brian Gumble, and all the NFL 81 crew. Happy Thanksgiving from Pontiac, Michigan. Mike Bell, who made the big play on that last drive. If this game were being played outside, out of doors, it's in the low 40s, around 42, 43 degrees today. Not a bad day for this time of the year.
Better than a lot of the days we had here when I came to play here, Dick.
Kansas City starts from its 46. Fuller just off the mark as he tried to hit Stan Rome, his former teammate at Clemson, on that quick slant.
We talked to Stan White about the offensive signals. Watch the signals he's calling here. He's calling audibles for the defensive team and then must settle back in, get his concentration on the game. They almost beat him with that quick down and in, but he was there in time to get his hands up in front of the ball.
There's a kicking team star. Ken Calicut recovered a fumbled punt earlier. Delaney. And a flag is down at the 48-yard line. Sanchetti and Smith, Wayne Smith, made the tackle.
Usually a holding call when they throw it out in that territory. Coming in, let's see what they did get on it.
Bubba Baker giving you an early cue. Flipping. You have some fond memories of playing in Tiger Stadium this time of the year?
Some cold memories and some unfond memories. The early part of my career, we played against the team that embarrassed Green Bay back in '62. That Green Bay team, I think, by the way, is, if not the finest team ever assembled, certainly one of the finest. Kramer and Starr and Gregg and Ringo and Horning, Taylor, that whole gang, Fuzzy Thurston. But certainly my memories go back to being embarrassed here a few times in Detroit.
Clipping number 84.
The tight end, Al Dixon, with the clip.
Dixon, by the way, has not caught a pass all day. They've been unable to utilize their tight end, and that hurts. Or one pass all day. Yeah. Not a very productive day.
Second down and 25. Intended for James Hadnot, the running back, and Fuller did some nice dancing to get away from that pass rush.
Chance to watch the scrambling that takes place when a quarterback drops back behind the line. White, working on Hadnot, has got to stay with him now. He gets knocked off, coming hard to try and get to Hadnot. I think Fuller was trying to get that ball out of bounds. Fuller threw that ball from about 30 yards, 35 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Had he been sacked back there, they'd have been almost back to their goal line, Dick.
Third down, 25, 6 defensive backs in for the Lions. A great throw to Hadnot to the 48-yard line. It'll be short of a first down. And Fuller racing for his life. Doug English almost beat the snap. He was in the backfield with a snap. And Fuller was quick enough to get the ball to Hadnot for an 18-yard gain. Jimmy Allen shaken up on the play.
Looks like he's got a cramp in his calf. Chance for you to watch it. And again, the advantage of a quarterback that can run. Tremendous pressure, gets outside, and a very interesting pass in that it had to be floated over the head of Luther Bradley. Perfect shot. Shot now at field level. Watching Stan White try and read the play, and you'll see the receiver coming out of the backfield. You saw him crossing the line right there. Now the little flip right there to Hadnot. Good play.
That'll bring up 4th down and about 8 for the Chiefs when we return. A little under 13 minutes remaining.
Good service isn't giving people what they expect. No, it's giving them more than they expect. Avis knows that. So when you make a reservation, Avis makes a commitment, and they honor it.
Morgan?
See, even if you're 6 hours late, now you might be willing to pay a little more for this service, but at Avis you don't have to. Trying harder is still the best way to do business.
Welcome to warm afternoons in Galveston.
Sunny Rhine days with your friends and mine.
Special moments.
The feeling shows.
Your new home.
A gala toast with the Rhine that flows. Oh, the joy of sharing Gallo wine.
Will we ever have a house like this?
Share the joy of Gallo wine.
As you look at the roof of the Silverdome, I know many of you read about the roof on the new stadium in Minneapolis. It's the same sort of thing, and they had some problems with some snow in the construction phase. But this is the same thing you'll see up at the Humphrey Stadium in Minneapolis next year. Robbie Martin back at the Lions' 10-yard line as Gossett from Eastern Illinois to kick for Kansas City. Or will he kick? Yep. He shanks it out of bounds. That won't make Marv Levy happy. 32-yard line. Detroit will get the ball.
One of the officials dumps rather unceremoniously on the field. Let's see if we can see how it happened. Gossett gets this one off the side of his foot. A very, very poor kick. The official coming in bumps into Gossett.
That would have been at least 10 yards in the open field. Everyone's okay, thank goodness. Happy Thanksgiving to one of the zebras.
Atari has captured the hearts, the imaginations, and the TV sets of America. Kmart has captured the fun, the excitement, and the true-to-life action and sounds of Atari at a Kmart price. Emotions run high as Atari puts family member against family member, friend against friend, world against world. And you don't have to hunt all over town because Kmart has Atari in stock right now. Kmart is the saving place.
This bud's for the men who took the Andrea Doria treasure back from the sea.
Out here, a thunderstorm rolls in fast. Sometimes too fast. And when they're taken care of, it's your turn. Busch. Head for the beer brewed natural as a mountain stream, for a taste as smooth as its name. Busch. Head for Busch. Head for the mountains.
4 games remaining in regular season, 1981 NFL. Here's our lineup on Sunday, beginning with NFL 81 at 12:30. The Colts against the Jets, and they're still aglow at Shea Stadium after that tremendous come-from-behind win last Sunday. Cincinnati and Cleveland, always a great battle. Cincinnati with a marvelous year. Oakland and Seattle, and Denver at San Diego. That's a battle for first place at San Diego Stadium. Lions, after a 20-yard kick, have it at their 32-yard line. And it's Billy Sims Dragged down by the jersey by number 57, Jerry Blanton.
Jerry
Pause
Blanton.
briefly for station identification. This is the NBC television network. With Merlin Olsen, Dick Enberg, happy Thanksgiving from the Silver Dome in Pontiac, Michigan. The Lions scored the first time they had the ball and have never trailed, although tied at one point, and lead the Kansas City Chiefs 20-10. We're in the fourth quarter, less than 12 minutes remaining. Lions ball at their 32-yard line. Hipple looking for help, and that's going to be intentionally grounding. He could not find an open man and didn't get it close enough to Billy Sims, and they're calling it against Hipple.
They're being a lot tougher on that call this year. Monty Clark showing his anger at the call. But what they'll say now is if they feel that the intent of the quarterback is to throw it into the ground to avoid the sack, they're going to call him. And that with two defenders right on top of him.
Number 17.
Little screen pass there. He wants to get out to Sims. You see the coverage right there. Blanton is right on top of Sims. Now, you might wonder, why can he put his hands on him? There is no pass interference behind the line of scrimmage. So you can come in and push the receivers around a little bit behind the line.
Oh, Marv Levy's Chiefs have the Lions deep in their own end. Back to the 15-yard line. That's the same as a sack. They mark it at the spot where Hipple threw it away.
And lost it down.
So third and plenty for Hipple. It is ruled a forward pass incomplete, as Hipple almost had that one picked off by that Chief Jerry Blanton from behind.
Watch the pressure from 67 Art Still. It'll come from the right side of your picture. You'll see Hipple start to run. You'll see Still coming in from behind. Now watch as the arm starts forward. Now that's all it takes to be counted as a forward pass. Had the arm not started forward, that would have been a fumble.
Longtime Lion fans will remember a play like that against the 49ers when Detroit's Leon Hart did get the ball, just took it right out of the quarterback's hands and ran it for a touchdown. Sladany from his own 5-yard line. And J.T. Smith, he can run. 46 of Kansas City. And ducks down at the 50-yard line. So the Chiefs have excellent field possession. Plenty of time. 11 minutes, 26 seconds remaining. Detroit Lions 20, the Kansas City Chiefs 10.
Radio Shack makes Christmas dreams come true. Perfect for your little fireman or policeman. Our fire helmet or road patrol helmet for only $7.99. And to make the dream complete, an exciting battery-powered safe police car or fire engine for only $6.99. Easily programmed for 6 driving maneuvers, including straight, zigzag, circle, or square. Clever gifts for your kids at affordable prices. Only at Radio Shack, your Christmas electronics store.
I have found my new car. The Chrysler LeBaron Series for 1982. LeBaron combines high mileage and luxury. The coupe even has a Mark Cross interior available. And no other car has front-wheel drive, luxury, and seat 6 at so surprising a price. Lee Iacocca's dream to combine high mileage and luxury is a reality. The 1982 Chrysler LeBaron Series. They are like no other cars in America, Europe, or Japan. My new car.
Sophisticated racing machines burn up the track at breakneck speeds of over 200 miles per hour. Don't miss the quickest quarter mile ever in NHRA drag racing. Then, a special encore performance of the World Pro Figure Skating Championship next Saturday on NBC Sports World.
Happy Thanksgiving from me and from the turkey to all of you out in football world. Thank you.
Jimmy Allen, the Detroit Lions Spider-Man defensive back. Kansas City Chiefs at midfield. This is their best field position of the entire game. Starting a drive at the 50. They are 10 points behind the Lions, 20-10. First down has been unkind to Kansas City. Their last 9 first down plays, they're a -7 yards. Delaney. James Hunter. A beautiful defensive play by Hunter to limit Delaney to 2 yards.
Delaney, with all his quickness, Dick, must learn to also be able to cut back against the grain. The one thing we have not seen him do, and he'll have to do it if he wants to maintain the kind of quality that a great back has to have, is to learn to cut back against the grain. He most often wants to break everything outside.
Only a 1-yard gain. It's 2nd and 9. Delaney on a reverse. Gets only 3 more at best. William Gay, very fast for a big man, and Wayne Smith made the tackle.
Gay still on the ground over there, very slow getting up. You saw again the tremendous explosive speed and quickness of Delaney. I thought I got some of those old nausea feelings all the way up here.
You don't have to tackle him anymore.
I don't have to tackle him. I'm glad.
Father Murphy couldn't catch him.
You just have to pray, right?
6 defensive backs. See Delaney slightly ahead of Sims. Niederman having a great game. Fuller to Hadnot. That's going to be very close to a first down.
I think he's
Ray Oldham made the tackle.
They give him a good spot. It would appear that he'll have it. And that's pure strength to pull that first down. He got it, was hit, and pulled himself up for the first down.
Meanwhile, the clock running toward the 10-minute mark. 10:05, and it's running. First down for the Kansas City Chiefs. Monty Clark looks at Steve Fuller. Watch Fuller now as he gets the play from his tight end Dixon. Sometimes it's signaled in, sometimes sent in.
Detroit Lions use a messenger service. Most often, Kansas City will use the signal.
Delaney about 6 yards on that carry before Bubba Baker and Ken Fantetti can make the tackle.
Dick, it might be worthwhile to point out again that the Kansas City Chiefs are without the services of their finest deep threat, Henry Marshall, who is here with them on the trip but has been placed on the injured reserve because of an injury. They certainly would have liked to have had him on the field today.
No question. Good point. Marshall with 38 catches and 4 touchdowns, but he's out for at least 4 weeks. Delaney the other way. Just shy of the first down at the 31. Will bring up 3rd and 1 for Kansas City with 8:45 left in the game.
There's a look at Henry Marshall. They would love to have had him here, and what that does to you when you lose that kind of deep threat and you have to go to receivers like James Murphy, who's not an experienced receiver. The defense often can afford to put one man on an inexperienced receiver and know they'll be able to cover him.
And they double team J.T. Smith all day today. Billy Jackson is stopped cold as Doug English got there first.
Interesting choice now for Marv Levy. This would be very long field goal for Lowry. 4th down and about 2.5 yards to go. Levy conferring on the sideline. Let's see what he decides to do. He's going to go for it.
Bringing in Delaney.
Yep, he's going for it. Sends in the extra deep offensive lineman at tight end. He wants the 7th.
4th down. Call it 3. Listen to this crowd. It's going to be very close. It'll depend on where they spot the ball.
I don't think he got it. Looks like they're going to spot it short.
Look at Levy across the way. He's saying it's out here, but it's spotted shy of the first down. The Lions take over. They spot it right at the 30-yard line. The yardsticks are beyond the 30, so it is first down Detroit. The veteran Ludney arguing for Kansas City. They thought they got a bad spot.
Art Levy figuring there's not much you can do about it now. He'll march back. He'll say, come on, let's get off the field. Let's go to work. We can't argue about that. That's spilt milk right now. Let's get something done.
Well, let's judge for yourself as to whether he had the first down or not. You mark it.
It looked to me like he did go down short, but it's wherever he touches the ground. There's a knee down right there. He's well behind it. I think they gave him the benefit of the doubt on it.
He skidded forward, and that gave the impression he might have gained more. So Detroit has the ball when we return.